Namaste, everybody. This is Bhagwan Kulkarni. I've been writing on my Facebook page, Bhagwan Rao Kulkarni, and you all have been quite appreciating on that. But for last few days, I have not been very active on that front because I started a YouTube channel called Parkhat Satya, basically targeting the Marathi audience. Because I have one another account that is Bhagwan Kulkarni, which caters to the Maharashtra politics and Maharashtra business. From today onwards, I am starting this new account called Absolute Truth. Now, Absolute Truth, my this channel is will cater to the national and international politics and business. I have a lot of friends in on this page, mostly quite a lot from the royal background of India. And today, while starting this new channel, I want all of you to subscribe to this channel and also like and put up your views for this. I would like to basically put in all those things on this channel which are not coming on the picture or which are rather suppressed. To start with, let me start with the current situation, the political situation in India. The political situation in India is for last 70 years. Means 1947 we got 48 we got 1947 we got independence, and from 1950 we became a republic, and there is a 70 years history of democratic republic of India, and it is called India, not Bharat. Okay, this and we for getting this we had to pay a huge price in the form of Pakistan, where Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the leader of Congress then, and who agreed for the partition of India, partition of Bharat, Akhanda Bharat, in two terms. One was with Muslim population, the other with Hindu population. Generally, the Muslim population had to go to Pakistan, and the Hindu population was to be retained in our India, that is Bharat. It didn't so happen because of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi's mistake of asking all those Muslims who want to stay back in India to stay over here in India. Friends, let me be clear on a very in this situation. India and Nepal are the only Hindu countries, but both are secular. Nepal was a Hindu country till 2002 2003, and India from right from the beginning has been a secular country. What is the meaning of secular? Means secular means according to Indian terms, secular is anybody who criticizes Hinduism is secular. Okay, and anybody who talks Hinduism is non-secular. Now, in this context, when we got independence, I find that over more than 556 small princely states also amalgamated within the Indian nation, and they joined hands and they accepted democracy, and they have merged into the democracy very well. But while let us go before 1950 or 1947, before the amalgamation of all these princely states in India, there were hardly few riots, and wherever the riots were there, the riots were not basically in the princely states. Okay, now having these princely states, see, you go to Europe, which is mostly which is dominated by the Christian countries. Among all those Christian countries, you will not find any Muslim countries, and among all the concentration of Muslim countries, basically in Gulf and even your parts of Africa, you will not find any Christian or any other religion country. But India is the only country, see, which has been which has Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, all these are Muslim nations. Burma predominantly in Buddhist country. Chinese, they have no religion. Okay, Sri Lankan Buddhist, all these things are there. But and then it is only that we Indians, okay, we Hindus have always sacrificed. If according to me, only Hindu religion, there is only religion in the world that is Hindu religion. Rest all Christian, Muslims, and all other religions are all sects. They are not religions. They are sects. SECTS sects. So, if Hindus were not secular, then and we were not secular, then Muslims or Zoroastrians or any other religion would not have arisen. If Hindus were as fundamentalist as Muslim countries, okay, as a Muslim religion, then I am sure that all these religions would not have come up. So we have a humanitarian background. So nobody should teach us uh, us Hindus secularism. And now coming back to the 1950 post 1950 era, post 1950, if you see that uh, there has been systematically cutting off the roots of Hindu religion by the Congress party. Uh, Basically, I will name Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru. He used to say very openly, he is Hindu by accident. If he is Hindu by accident, then friends, you know what an accidental Hindu, a person who called Hindu, who calls himself accidental Hindu, can do for us. See, in Marathi there is a proverb called "Badga titka kadwa." That means a converted person is more poisonous or dangerous than an original one. And if Jawaharlal Nehru used to call himself an accidental Hindu, then what was he before? What was he before Hindu? And whatever things what we are seeing on YouTube, that what they are, means I don't want to go into any details, which I may go later on, but if you go to YouTube and see the characters of the Nehru Gandhi family, that is who was with whom and who married whom and who is whose son and who is whose daughter and who is what and what not, then you will come to see that there is no culture, no characteristic culture. Okay, even today Rahul Gandhi, if you see, okay, who knows what religion he is? Sometimes he calls himself Janavidari Hindu. According to Mr. Subramaniam, he is a Christian. He is Rahul Vinci. Okay, so we don't know what it is, and these people have ruled our country. Okay, and while ruling this country, they have systematically ruined the heritage, the culture, the civilization, the good things of our religion. So we need to come up together. I would urge all my royal friends on this page to come together and again build up the old uh, historical India. Now, why I am asking all you royal families, because you are the base of the culture. You are the base of the culture, and till the royal families were there, means a mixture of democracy along with the royal families, okay, would have been a great asset for the Indian country. Means Bharat Mata, okay, Indian country, I will put it Bharat Mata. If they would have been there, then we would not have had all these problems. And see, as I told you, that Europe doesn't have a Muslim nation, or the Arabs doesn't have a Christian nation, or etc. But here in India, see, we have Hyderabad, we have Bhopal, we have Junagadh, we have Ahmedabad, we have Lucknow, all these Muslim rulers over there, okay, and they ruled in India. They were all foreigners, and today India accepts them as the rulers of India. Aurangzeb and all these people, what good they did for India? Let you tell me. For example, Shah Jahan, who built up this Taj Mahal and then chopped off the right hands of all the workers, that nobody should build up another Taj Mahal. This is the culture. We have not seen any Indian ruler doing like that. So we don't want this culture. We want our own Indian culture. We want the heritage culture. And to promote this, to promote Hinduism, to promote the political, democratical part of India, and also on international front and on the business front, I will be taking up these issues over here. For today, only this much. Thank you very much. Namaskar.